Дорогой Игорь, прости, что оставляю записанное сообщение. Это для твоей же безопасности. Я нашел кое-что, что может помочь тебе в поисках. Документы на крыше госпиталя Припяти. Забери их как можно скорее и действуй незаметно. Мое начальство очень огорчится, узнав, что я тебе помогаю.
Я был уверен, что старику можно доверять. Я бы связался с ним раньше, если бы знал, что он...
I am ready to...
Could this be a turning point, Igor? Having such a powerful ally in this place could change everything for you. But then again, you've always been so trusting. I hope it won't be your downfall.
I have to take a leak soon. Guys, we've got a situation here. It's just one guy! One guy! Get him! He's over there! Over there! He's holed up over there! We need to move him out!
Ah, shit!
Engage the target! Enemy in sight! I repeat, enemy in sight! Smoke the motherfucker out! Take his ass!
These must be the documents Professor Semenov left for me.
Surrender?
Think like a partisan, will you? They underestimate you. Use it to your advantage. You'll find out a way to break free later.
Okay, I give up. I want to talk to the people in charge.
You overestimate your value, Professor Kaminyuk. Alpha Team, take him.
Notify me as soon as the patrol has returned, Sergeant. Welcome back to the world of the living, Kaminyuk. At least, for the moment. The name's Kozlov. I'm Chief of NAR Security. But perhaps you figured that out already. You know, I have plenty of crap to deal with every day. Guarding the exclusion zone against trespassers and lunatics who harass my men and refuse to let us conduct our business in peace. If you were just another dark tourist or stalker, or whatever these idiots call themselves nowadays, it would make my job much easier. But we both know that's not the case. Now, are you ready to drop the act and speak with me man to man? Very well. We're developing something big here. Something important. You know this. It's the reason you're here, isn't it? You may find this hard to believe, but all this is simply business. NAR paid the Ukrainian government a fortune to lease this land. Yet we are treated like a hostile occupation force. And for what? The zone is filthy with dangerous radiation. These busybodies would rather die of cancer than live a long, happy life tending their gardens. If anything, we're doing those crazy Samoshas a favor by keeping them out of harm's way. Wouldn't you agree?
The patrol has returned, sir. They say they have news.
Perfect. And about time. Excuse me, Kaminyuk. I will return momentarily.
Have you seen Kaminyuk's equipment? I wonder what that funny-looking gun does. Just leave it alone, okay? Don't you want to test it? Fuck no. It's way above my pay grade. The gear stays in the lab. You must be a lot of fun at parties, aren't you? Fine, fine. Have it your way.
Looks like my gear is in the lab. I have to get it back before someone starts tampering with it.
What a stupid job. And I was stupid enough to take it. Who's there? Enemy spotted! Engaging! He's behind cover! Flank him! In trouble!
I did a bit of running around. Soldiers won't be a problem now. All you need to do is show up and complete your mission. I also brought you a small gift.
I just remembered something, Mousy.
What is it? More rat stories or history lessons?
A cautionary tale. A wise Mousy can always find a tasty bit of cheese, if he's smart. But take care that the cheese isn't poisoned or sitting in a trap. You never know what you might find.
What are you talking about?
Ozesk, 1957. Kapow! Evil rats were stirring the pot, trying to stick their ugly little snouts where they shouldn't.
Yes, I remember reading about that. It was a chemical explosion, right? Huge quantities of cesium-137 and strontium-90 were released into the atmosphere. Wasn't that classified?
While you were reading about it, my mother had to live through it. The placid Tekka River, so beautiful this time of the year. But after the boom, so poisonous.
Yes, one of many regrettable failures.
No, Mousy. What you call failure, I call a deliberate plan of the Rat King. He lured the silly little mouses with a chunk of smelly yet delicious cheese. But it was poisoned, and the cheese you are looking for may be poisoned as well, even if it looks delicious. So be very careful, little mouse. Whenever you sense these machinations in the shadows, you can be sure that the Rat King has a part in it.
I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. Hey there.
But I can't.
Actually,
Have you ever heard about the Cannibal Island in Siberia? Nazino Island?
I might have heard something, but
But they don't teach it in school, right? Not the most glorious moment in Soviet history. I wouldn't know anything about that either. But that crazy old Vaker and Tarakan told me when we were working together on another job. I wasn't at all interested. But he wouldn't shut up about it. So I told him I'd listen as long as he made it quick. Then he told me about these poor bastards. 5,000 of them. Rounded up in cities and shipped to the island of Nazino in Siberia. It was supposed to be a gulag. Except there was nothing there. It was absolutely desolate. These guys were supposed to build their own prison.
that's horrible. When was this?
Not sure. I think Tarakan said the 30s. Anyway, they were given nothing. No tools, no equipment, and only 200 grams of flour each, daily. They ate the flour raw because they didn't know how to start a fire. Most of them were city dwellers. They'd never spent a day in the wilderness. Helpless bastards.
What was their crime?
Crime? They didn't have their identity papers on them when they were picked up. That's it. The secret police had a quota to fill. Of course, some of them were hard-boiled criminals prepared to do anything to survive. They obeyed only one rule. Kill or be killed. And the food didn't last long. Tarakan said something about a teenage girl tied to a tree. This was documented. She was slaughtered and eaten by the other prisoners who'd gone mad from hunger. Anyway, the old dude Tarakan was really upset by the story. But did I find it shocking? Nah. I may not be educated like you, Professor, but I've got a pretty firm grasp on human nature. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from. In the end, all that matters is who gets to eat and who gets to die.
Very uplifting. I admire your optimism, Sashko. Hey,
About what? I can show you.
fantastic.
Hello, partner. Today I'll you the shot. Outstanding work, Igor. If this business with your fiancée doesn't pan out, I suggest you take up a glamorous life of crime. Breaking Bad could be fun for a Professor Emeritus like yourself. I think you've done enough for today. The rest will come with time and practice. Good to see you're still in shape. It'll come in handy.
Igor, you gotta help me. Thanks. I usually take care of myself, you know?
Igor, it's not the end. I won't let it end. Sashko asked you to destroy the Moscow Eye or make it work for you. Your choice was to raise the structure to the ground. Change the past, Igor. See where it leads you.
What took you so long? Did the tiny dancer get your attention? Old man said it would. He's gotta test you before he decides if he likes you. Every fucking thing.
Are you going to explain to me?
Now shut your or you can use the other.
Why do I have to
know?
So
I don't.
Oh, there's other landmarks.
Terracon asked you to burn all of his notes. You did as he asked, but you gave up the chance to find more information about me. Olivier asked you to keep your head down and only steal a few bullets from the NER shipment. You didn't listen to him. Instead, you blew the whole shipment sky high. Terracon was apprehended by the NAR, and you saved him from certain death. When you asked, he was glad to join your team. While searching Tarakon's hideout, you disarmed his traps, leaving the place vulnerable to the NAR. You considered rearming the traps. These events have not happened. Mikhail wanted you to help him wipe out the NAR servers. You did as he asked, but missed it. You met with Professor Semenov, your old mentor, in the Kopachi kindergarten. He tried to convince you that he's only a lesser scientist with the NAR, and that he came to Kopachi to find some old documents. You had a hard time believing him. Gorgi told you where to find the plans for the power plant, but the NAR got wind of it and was lying in the wait. You surrendered to their forces. Mikhail asked you to save his wounded business partner, and you managed to do it. Mikhail tried to trick you into shooting down an NAR helicopter. You couldn't go through with it, and Mikhail was furious. Let's change the past.
Found it. And outcomes that hitting NAR like this will keep them off balance, distracted. It'll buy me some more time.
Shut up, son. Think of it as Uncle Mikhail's rite of passage. Do it!
Georgy Semenov was in the helicopter you shot down. You helped him, and he survived. Mikhail tried to convince you to shoot down an NAR helicopter. Let's change.
Found it. And
I know we...
this is...
Kostya asked you to give him food for the Samoshils. You felt his plan was You successfully brought the food back, but weren't sure whether you should tell Olga about Kostya. Gorgi told you where to find the plans for the power plant, but the NAR got wind. Terracon asked you to burn all of his notes. You did as he asked. Terracon asked you to... Let's move the piece.
You will make time once you...
I'm looking for my...
If anyone burn it, we cannot take...
Wake up, Igor.
Tanya,
I want you to see something.
can't you just...
Kupachi.